Welcome to the project demonstration of multiple transformer oil temperature monitoring and oil level monitoring system. So for temperature sensing purpose, we are making use of LM35 temperature sensors. Two LM35 temperature sensors are interfaced to the PIC 16F73 microcontroller, and two ultrasonic sensors SR04 sensor are used to measure the oil level. So these two sensors actually will measure the distance of an object which is present in front of this. So it consists of two modules. One is a transmitter, another is a receiver module. So when transmitter transmit the ultrasonic waves, so if any object presents in front of that, so the so-called ultrasonic waves will be reflected by the surface of the object. If the object is a liquid or a solid, whatever it is, so the surface of the object will be reflect the ultrasonic waves, and that will be received by the receiver module. So based on this transmitting time and receiving time, so based on this difference, so we are going microcontroller is going to calculate the distance. So in our project we are going to convert the particular distance into levels. So here we have coded the system like 100 centimeters is going to be the depth of a transformer. So if the ultrasonic sensor will provide the distance of 100 centimeters, then it's going to be the 0% of oil level, as it's getting the total maximum distance and depth of the transformer. So if it is getting 50 centimeters, the transformer is filled with 50% of oil and 50% is empty. So like that we are going to calculate the oil level with the help of this ultrasonic sensor. So these sensors interface to the PIC 16F73 microcontroller. So A0 for temperature sensor 1 and A1 for temperature sensor 2 and C0 C1 for one ultrasonic sensor and C2 C3 to the other ultrasonic sensor. And next pin number B2 to pin number B7 for the LCD. So the LCD will show the live readings of the temperature sensor values as well as oil level values. And next, this one is a relay which is connected to the circuit breaker for the whole system. So now we are keeping empty. So just this is going to be connected to the circuit breaker in real time, and this consists of one LED indication and one transistor and one diode. So remaining resistors are current limiting resistors. The LED will show the status of this relay, and transistor is used to trigger the relay. And next, diode is acting as a freewheeling diode. Whenever the relay is getting on and off, so it will provide the back EMF that will be neutralized by this IN4007 diode. And this is going to be the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module to log the so-called sensors data into the Thingspeak cloud platform continuously for every 15 seconds of duration. As Thingspeak can accept only 15 seconds delayed duration only. If you are sending the data continuously for every 1 or 2 seconds duration less than 15 seconds, then it won't accept that. It won't plot the data. And this is the regulated power supply board. So here the power input is directly we are providing 230 volts input to the system to these two transformers. So we are getting 230 volts AC to 12 volts AC from the outputs, and that 12 volts AC will be converted into the pulsating DC with the help of 4 diodes. Here we place the 4 diodes. So the 4 diodes will act as a bridge rectifier. So we will get pulsating DC. And the next stage is to remove the pulses. We are going to making use of a capacitor which will act as a smoothing purpose. So there we will get the pure DC. But we need 5 volts power supply. So for that we are going to use 7805 regulator, and this regulator will provide us the 5 volts constant power supply. So once we provide the 5 volts power supply to the microcontroller, start reading input from the input sensors and controlling the output module along with relay and LCD. And in the motherboard we can see one reset switch. So the purpose of this reset switch is to restart the microcontroller, and these two are one. So red is going to be the power LED indication, green light will program LED indication. So it will be on and off 2 times when we switch on the gauge. And there is a one crystal oscillator, the steel plated one is a crystal oscillator which will provide the 20 megahertz clock pulse to the microcontroller. The main purpose of the clock pulse is, so if you want to run the microcontroller, so we need to provide the two things. One is the instruction set and another is the oscillating frequency. So that instruction set will be executed per pulse per instruction. Like that we are providing 20 mega pulses per second, so that controller can execute 20 mega instructions per second. So we are providing 20 megahertz. So before switching on this gauge, we need to enable the hotspot in your phone along with data. So change the hotspot name to project 5125 and password 129 without any space, without any capital letter. So So after that, log into the Thingspeak cloud platform from the given credentials and stay on the screen, and you can switch on the kit now. So while demonstrating, place object as a surface of the oil. So now right. So now oil is filled. So now click on this IoT transformer. There will get the previous data. So touch on the middle of the screen, not on the blue line. So if you want to erase the old data, if you want to fresh data, then first of all download the data. Data import export. So in the data import export, go to download. So there will get the data. So we have downloaded this data. So that will be open in the WPS Excel sheet format. There will get the date and time, how many entries till now data uploaded. So field 1 is going to be the temperature 1 and temperature 2, field 2. Field 3 is the oil level of transformer 1. Field 4 is oil level of transformer 2. So now, we have downloaded the data. So now I want to erase the old data to get the fresh data. To erase the data, go to channel settings. In that, only do clear channel. Don't delete channel, only clear channel. Okay. Okay. Done, right. And now go to private view. So there we can see the old data got erased, and wait for 10 to 15 seconds. There will get the new data to be uploaded into the system. Right. So if I heat up the temperature sensors, so whenever the oil level is low or temperature is high, automatically the relay will get switched off. So in order to reset the circuit breaker, you need to reset this switch. This total system. So there you can see that the data is going to be uploaded. And now everything is normal. The relay is got switched on as circuit breaker is working. So now everything is normal as of the relay is getting on only. So now I want to increase the temperature. So this is a transformer 2 temperature sensor. When it crosses the 48 degrees centigrade, so then automatically high temperature alert on the LCD screen and the relay is got switched off. And also we are going to upload the so-called same data into the Thingspeak. So while you are scrolling, so touch on this mid space only, not on the blue screen, blue line. So you can get that. So just I want to change some oil level. So when it is below 60%, that's abnormal for the transformer oil indication. So already it's off state only. So in order to make it is on, again you need to reset every time whenever the abnormal is detected. So before resetting that, we should check the parameters. So after this parameters normal condition, then only we need to reset the system.